Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Nagi, Ayurveda medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video I am going to talk about what is the right way of having steam inhalation. As you know, in many of my videos regarding lungs or respiratory problems or bronchial problems or sinusitis or headaches, even if they are happening because of kapha dosh, I have recommended like please do steam inhalation, just pure water steam inhalation. And many people have asked me this question that whether they can use mint leaves in steam inhalation, can they use camphor, can they put these camphor tablets in steaming waters so that the vapors of camphor and these mint leaves will be more effective. So can they use it? So is it more healthy to use these kind of things while having steam inhalation? Actually, here what you need to see, these mint leaves, they are cooling in potency and their vapors are also very cooling. And about this camphor also, if you see, it is also very cooling kind. The vapors are very giving cooling sensation to the body. So what happens when we are doing steam inhalation with boiled water, we are enhancing the temperature of our body, and when the temperature of our body is rising, that means everywhere inside our body also temperature is rising. And if we take vapors with mint leaves, what they will do, they will cause cold exposure to us. So if you inhale with mint leaves, it will bring cooling sensation in the body, and at the same time your body is very hot. So the combination will become very hot and cold. Actually, we need only hot temperature so that the kapha that got stuck in our sinuses and everywhere, it got melt down. If we also use mint or camphor, it will cause cooling effect, and this will work as little bit against the steam inhalation. The purpose of steam inhalation is to enhance the heat in our body so that these kapha channels where kapha has got blocked, it got melted and our channels will become free of kapha, so that our blocked nose will become open and we can breathe nicely. So now the question comes, what we can add while doing steaming. So you can add, there is a herb called Ajwain. It has fumes also, but they are not cooling in potency. So these fumes you can use while having steam inhalation. And you can use this Ajwain water, like you can create decoction of Ajwain, and after that this decoction you can use in your steamer for steam inhalation. So for many of you, this Ajwain word is not very common. Ajwain is a very common word in Indian houses. So I guess all the Indians are aware of Ajwain. But if you are not aware of Ajwain, the botanical name of Ajwain is Trachispermum ammi. So it's written like this. And you can click this, you can search this botanical name on Google, and you will be able to recognize this seed. It is known as Ajmoda in Sanskrit and in Ayurveda, and in Hindi we call it Ajwain. So this fumes, the steam of this Ajwain you can use for your health, for your steam inhalation. And also one more herb that you can use for having steam, that is called Tulsi. Tulsi is very common name. It is called Indian holy basil. Everybody is aware of it. So these two herbs, if you want to add into your steaming water, you can use, but try to avoid mint leaves and camphor because they are cooling in temperature. In addition to that, there are many other mistakes that people are doing after steam inhalation. After steaming, many people are taking their medicines for their headache, or after steam inhalation they go for food. While having food, they eat some curd or some juice or some kind of fruit or some banana. These kind of things they are eating, which are very against steam inhalation, because in Ayurveda there is a specific method that has been mentioned for even steaming, because if we do not do even the simple processes in a proper way, then these processes will not yield any good effect on us. So it is very important, like whenever we are doing even the simplest process on the earth, we should we should do it in a proper way so that we will be able to get the perfect results. So regarding this, I would like to say few things, and I hope these things will be helpful for you. If you are doing steam inhalation for your sinusitis, for your bronchial problems, or for headache, or for some kapha problems, or for your blocked nose. So one thing is, always when we do steam, we always recommend people to cover head. Why we ask them to cover head? Because when steam goes up, the temperature of your head will become cold because of outside air, or for some reasons if you are staying in some airy place, or the temperature of your room is very cold, AC is on. So it's better first switch off your AC, and so that there is no much difference of the temperature, so that body will not get confused and the steam will work in its proper way. And cover your head with some towel, so that head temperature and face temperature will become nearly equal, and that will help you to remove this kapha in your sinuses, just to melt it down and come out from the nose eventually, not at the same time, but as you know what is steam inhalation, it need to be done not more than 10 to 15 minutes, it's more than enough. And at the same time also need to see, like, don't put your face totally into the water, that you will get blisters. You need to check by yourself, like not very hot, not very cold. It should not be very hot, that steam, as you know, steam, water steam has very high boiling temperature, and it can also impact your skin, and it can, if your skin is very sensitive, it can cause blisters also. But those who are habitual of doing steaming, they know like what are the precautions, to what temperature your skin will be able to tolerate it. So please take all those precautions. But these aspects what I am going to tell, this is from Ayurveda perspective, like don't keep your head open. After that, please cover your head while steaming with some towel. After doing steaming, don't immediately go out and in some airy place and start drinking cold water, and these kind of things don't do, because that will impact negatively on your steaming process. So after steam inhalation, sit at the same place for next 10 to 15 minutes, so that your body temperature and your room temperature become normal, not very cold, like you know how we feel normal, like okay, now the body is not very hot. So after that you can go out. When you have sweat on your head, on your face, that time don't go in the cold, because you will get cold exposure, and then your sinusitis and situation of your kapha will become more complex, and it will aggravate the kapha. And you will not get benefited by steaming. So it's very important. After having steaming, never drink water, that also create difference in temperature. After having steaming, never take fruits. It's better like you do steaming before going to bed, because once you sleep, you are not into much activities. So best time to do steaming is just before going to sleep, so that you just lie down in your bed and no much activity. After having steaming, don't walk barefoot on the ground or on your grass, as many people have this routine like that. After food, before sleep, they go for walk on a grass. This actually at night it is not recommended to walk on a grass according to Ayurveda, but still some people are doing. So don't go in some airy place, don't walk barefoot after having steam, because cold will immediately enter it through your feet if after steaming you are walking barefoot. After having steam inhalation, don't take any kind of cold potency fruits. You can have, if you want very thirsty, if you are very thirsty after that, you can have warm water, but you should not take cold water, because if you will take cold water after having steam, it will block your chest and it will cause chest congestion. It will aggravate the kapha dosh in your chest, and the purpose of steaming will go bad. So it's very important, like if you are doing steaming, do steaming with all these precautions that I have mentioned. Also, if you want to do steaming during day, because if you are doing for some reason steaming twice a day, prefer to do steaming after having food. Do it for next 10 to 15 minutes, then stay in the room for next half hour. After that, once you become once your body temperature will become normal, then only you walk out of the room and do your activities. But at the same time, after steaming for about 1 hour or 1.5 hours, don't take any cold thing, like any kind of fruits which are cooling in potency, ice cold water or any kind of cold drinks. these kind of things will not be helpful. Can they drink some hot drink after having steaming? Like, yes, you can have some hot drink after 1.5 hour of steaming, like some tea or herbal tea or anything, whatever you want to have, you can have. But don't take banana shakes and all kind of these things. They are cooling in potency and they will impact your bronchial allergies or sinusitis and kapha diseases. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. So I hope you will adopt all these precautions and make the steaming process better for your health, for your sinusitis, for your respiratory problems. And if somebody is doing wrong in a wrong way, you also will tell him like not to do it, so that his health will become better. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're watching me for the first time, there is a bell icon, there is a subscription button. Please click the bell icon, hit the subscription button so that you stay in tune with our upcoming videos. Also, if you would like to support us, there is a join button near subscription button. You can click this join button and you can support us. Also, those of you who want Ayurveda consultations, please write to me. I will let you know how we can schedule it. And if you have any questions, please write down those questions in the comment section and I will try my best to answer your questions as soon as possible. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. And with this note, I would like to say stay healthy, stay blessed, take care. Bye.